Hello everyone, I'm RB. Welcome to my video discussing, recapping and reviewing Celebs Go Dating. Also, I've added a new poll and short for this episode. See below within the description, also on the community tabs post. This episode has some blind dates and an awkward call. However, we'll get back to this in more detail as now to the start of the episode. The agents chat. Dr. Tara and Anna are on call, and Paul is off. They want to speak to Stephen. Then Stephen is in the Celebs Go Dating building. Tom has noticed a change in Stephen. Meanwhile, Dr. Tara said a lot of zeros are on Stephen's feedback. Then Stephen joins the agents. Dr. Tara asked about the last date. Stephen said the date was lovely, very nervous, and that he listened to him. Also that he was aware not to be too flirty. The agent feels that he was mindful. Not sure if he was, but okay. The date's feedback says it was going well. Then he felt interrogated as to if he fancied Stephen. Stephen is happy for some positive feedback. Well, had to be better than a 0. It's now a 6. Stephen's pleased. He finds sense of humour attractive. The agents found him a funny guy. Safe. 36. Still way younger. Anyway, Stephen finds him attractive. He doesn't feel nervous. They send him on the date now. They said, ask what makes you laugh. They're pleasantly surprised with his progress. Then Paul is back in the Celebs Go Dating building. Dr. Tara and Anna say they had a very positive morning. It's 2 thumbs up. They feel Stephen has reflected. Ella is in the building. Tom asks if she was a dancer, if she had notes thrown at her. Ella says she used to get pound coins chucked at her. It's quite funny. And love the honesty, really. Then she does a flexible move. Meanwhile, she's worried what the agents will say as they called her out for her less than honest chat about Reese and their extracurricular activities. Then Ella is with the agents, Paul and Anna. Ella said she's very honest. She said some stuff happened with Reese, however, she didn't want to bring it up. She's not more looks orientated. She said she's not that person anymore. Paul is not convinced. He says she's always had a challenge. It's her self-confidence as she's had a backlash, and that many may feel pressure in her situation. He thinks she's brilliant. He's proud of her also. Paul and Ella hug. She wants to be a shining light. She cries. It's a sweet chat. Then they discuss Reese. She says she liked her date. Reese's feedback is that Ella let him see her vulnerable side. Also that when she changes her ways, like not self-sabotaging, then they could be a team. Ella says they had a kiss, then she did nothing else. Then more feedback. He didn't like that she might be dating others. She says she doesn't want to stick with just him as she came for a purpose. The agents have a plan for her. They will continue to put her on dates, also to continue with Reese. They say they will send her on a blind date. She's less than enthused. They now think her journey has begun. Meanwhile, Chris is en route to meet another new match. He knows nothing about her, not even a photo. The agents message him. The date is another daisy. There's now a photo. He appears to be happy. He feels he followed the agent's advice. Did he though? One word. Watermelon. Then Stephen's on his way for his date. Safe is waiting for him. They are each very smiley. Stephen says he's been advised how to act on a date. He asked, as the agents asked, to say, what do you find funny? Safe says banter, a sense of clever wit, basically. Stephen looks excited. He finds that his date has banter. Stephen said his favorite destination is India. Safe wants to also visit, also Japan. Stephen looks to really like him. He says he's been single for 10 months after an 11-year marriage. He feels fine. It wasn't working. However, it was one of the best things that happened to him. He's emotional. Safe comforts him. Stephen is back to his banter. Safe asks, where would you go if you were traveling tomorrow? Stephen says he would look for a long-haul flight. He'd take nothing with him. Stephen asks the guy's body count. The guy, Safe, said he doesn't know. Stephen said 70. Apparently the average is 5 for anyone. Stephen's happy. He feels he asked only a few smutty things. That's probably the reason it went better. Safe likes him. You know, it may be the new jeans Stephen has. They kiss. Stephen feels this is a 9 out of 10. Meanwhile, Helen is getting ready for her date with Danny. She wants to give it a chance. Finally, a guy more her age. Then Jamelia is meeting Dr. Tara outside of the building. Jamelia said it was a great time on her date. However, she was not attracted to him. They listened to Kingsley's feedback. He felt they were a suited match. They laughed. Jamelia said she feels bad. Dr. Tara rightly says she was people-pleasing. Jamelia gets that. She said people-pleasing comes from her childhood, her relationships also. Jamelia again talks of not living an authentic life. Dr. Tara asks, would you want to be led on? Jamelia says no. This is not her first time being told that she's led someone on from Dr. Tara. Check out the video below. Dr. Tara says to call Kingsley. Is there not going to be the face-to-face brunch for this? Anyway, they call Kingsley. It's going to be an awkward call. Jamelia and him chat. She said she had a nice time, it was lovely, but she doesn't feel like she felt a spark. He said that's okay, he understands her. She knows she did the right thing. Dr. Tara has set her up tomorrow on a blind date. She tells her to be honest. Meanwhile, Chris is on his date. He feels he will start with some waffle. Honestly, everyone's had enough of the waffle. They meet, he pulls her chair for her. He gives her a present. What is it? A tomato or something? It's a make-your-own bird feeder. He wants to guess her age. Bet she's 10 years younger. He says 25. Again, like 10 years younger. Agents, fix up. Chris does a dance for her. It's cringe, especially with the outfit. Again, more silly chat from Chris. Daisy even picks up that he doesn't like serious conversations. He's not implemented anything useful. Then they get shots. Chris knows he hasn't opened up. He tells her he doesn't know if there will be another date. Separately, she said the date went well, but he didn't open up. He says there was a physical spark, but not an interest. Again, he comes across as hard work. What's your opinions? Comment, share, press the like button, and subscribe. Then Helen is on her date. She says she's excited. Also, the date lives local to her. The guy says he met her at the airport, like 15 years previously. He speaks of his kids. Helen is impressed. They speak about some nuts. Overall, it's dry chat. Helen said her dating past has not gone too well, basically. The date said the same thing, really. Helen feels he's funny, but not flirtation. Finally, the guy tells her he saw her at the airport. It was a really boring story. Helen is unimpressed. She makes an exit story. She leaves. She feels it was as friends. Separately, he feels there was chemistry. He wanted to kiss her. A preview for next week. It's speed dating. Lauryn Goodman arrives. Also, Helen drops a bombshell. Paul says she's lied and wasted their time. And presumably it's something about that she was actually dating someone in her real life. So they might bring him in. That's the rumors. Also, there's a retreat and more celebs go dating like Stephen, Ella, and Tristan. From my point of view, the episode was another 7 out of 10. There was a sweet chat with Paul and Ella, also surprisingly an improved date for Stephen and more of the same waffle from Chris. But what's your opinion? What did you think of the episode? Comment below. Also, don't forget to fill the poll from the description. Also, to keep check on the community tabs, post for polls and for updates. Thank you for watching. Catch you for the next episode.